In this video, we'll be looking at using Visual Studio Code with GitHub. So we have a repository that's already on GitHub, backed up online. We want to copy that down to this computer, make some changes, and then push them back again to GitHub. So on the left here, I've got Visual Studio Code installed, and on the right, I logged into github.com. So all I did was login. On the left here, I've got one fake repository. I want to download this one to my computer to make some changes. So to do that, I'll go over to this part of the I'm not sure what you call this, the toolbar here, source control, and then click on the clone repository button. So the cloning is the Git terminology for making a full copy of some repository, including all of the history of the repository. So click on that and clone from GitHub. This is what we want. Now it'll prompt me to sign in to GitHub. Okay, I'm already logged in over here, so that just means I just have to hit accept, continue, allow. Okay, now that Visual Studio Code has logged into my GitHub, it can see the list of all the repositories I have, just one. So I can click on that one, the one that I want to download. Now it'll ask me where to place the local copy of the repository. I normally put this inside Dropbox or OneDrive, just for some extra protection of making mistakes. I can undo them, but just for now, I'll choose the desktop as a destination. And if I open up the Finder window, we can see it actually was previously empty and it's copied all the code down here into this folder. So I'll open up the repository in VS Code. Okay, and now we can see there's only two sort of dummy files and a README in here. Let's change this up. So this code is also on my local machine. Okay, I've added a new line of code here, and on the left, the source control panel has picked up that something's changed. Git has been keeping track of the hello.py file and any modifications to it. And then if we want to double click on that, it'll show us what has changed locally from the hello.py file compared to the previous commit in the history. Okay, I can close that. And let's say I want to keep that. So I'll stage that change. That means on the next commit, these changes will be added into that bundle of changes. And then up here, we can write a message for it, like new print statement, and then hit commit. So now down the bottom here, we can see the history of this repository, all the commits that have been made in the past. Clicking on any of them shows on the right what actually changed, which is very handy. And here, the difference between this main and origin main is pointing out the fact that we made a new commit. It's on our computer, there's brand new code. But on the right, if we refresh that GitHub website, we don't have that new change, right? The hello.py is still the same one we were looking at before. And that means we're ahead. We have new code that we want to upload to GitHub. And there's a big blue button here to do that, sync changes. So if we go back, let's say back to the repository here. If I do sync changes and then OK, now this little cloud icon is updated, so main and origin main are at the same point in the history. And if I refresh over here, okay, we can see a new commit has been added 1 minute ago. So that was the one we did together. So that's the basic process of connecting VS Code and GitHub together. Because both of these software projects are owned by Microsoft, they do work relatively well together. Yeah, so I guess that's the basics, and I'll leave it there for this recording.